Here's what I think. I think that information is commoditized. There's so much information on the internet. It's hard to sell information, in my opinion, and feel good about it because there's so much of it. There's a reason my content is free. It's because the supply and demand of content is harder than ever to sell and differentiate if you want to feel great about it because there's so much content. Is your $300 thing actually available for 4 hours of Google searching? Is your $100 thing actually available for $9? The answer is yes. I'll save you time as you debate it. You know zero people that actually created wealth. I don't mean your lucky friend who inherited his grandmother's money. I mean, you don't know anybody on earth that created an actual business and made wealth without working their fucking face off. There is no such thing as passive income. It doesn't exist. You might have something that's working for a little while because you did landing page optimization and you figured out how to arbitrage Google for a few seconds, aka a couple years, but that will go away when Google changes its algorithm, or when people go to mobile devices, or when Facebook becomes more important, which means it was working for 24 months or 16, but now it's not, which is everything but passive because you start building your life on it, and then when shit hits the fan, you have to adjust and it really fucks you up. So these are the big things that I think about, which is why are so many people looking for shortcuts when life is long? Why are people not willing to do the tried and true thing when if you just audit every single situation, it's always the same thing, which is the people that run marathons win and the people that are running sprints lose. And it's because people lack patience, people are seduced by stuff, people make all their decisions on short-term money because they want stuff, people are insecure and want to posture in front of other people that they're successful. There's just a million fucking reasons why you do it, but it just doesn't make it right. So I'm on a little bit of a mission. You know, like my big thing is I build other businesses, and then the Gary Vee stuff is kind of like out there and does its thing. Sure, it leads to opportunities, but for me, I'm on a mission for legacy around this. I'm not, you know, I'll get paid to come and speak. I'll write my books, but I'm not trying to create content as a top of the funnel thing to sell something at scale. I'm not against that. I know the far majority of people want to do that. Mazel tov, knock yourself out. It's just not the way I see it, because I don't think that's how the trends play out. And if you're good enough, you don't need it. So these are things that keep playing over and over in my mind. Over and over in my mind. Over and over in my mind. Stakes are high, opportunity is very high, the competition is real. Every single person in this room is competing with each other, no matter how they position or slightly position it, because we're going into an attention battle. We only have so much attention. Time is the asset. I want you to understand why I do the things I do, because I know that the tactics I've laid out over and over and over and over again, you guys can verbatim repeat some of my shit. You need to understand why. Because the only thing that will ever have value is if you understand people and you try to desperately figure out how to provide them more value than you're asking for them in return. And that is where almost everybody breaks. Everybody is selfish. You want the money. You want the thing. You don't want to provide more value than that thing is worth. You actually want to do it the other way. And by the way, when I say you, I'm not talking about this room, I'm just talking about the whole fucking game. Everybody. It's why so few people break through. Because when everybody's doing the same shit, they don't win. And all these systems look the fucking same. And they all do the same thing, and it forces everybody into the same behavior. And then there's a reason why a few people break through, because they go the other way. Everybody goes left, a couple people go right, that's where all the fucking action is. All the action is in one place. In a world where everybody is creating content for the internet, which is where everybody's eyes are, over and over, only a few can break through because they're providing more value in return, and they have patience to not ask for money in the upfront, but they actually build something and then are able to extract value later. And I don't know, I'm worried that everybody's getting pushed into things that they're not instead of blocking it out and going all in on who they are. Because that's just where it's gonna be. That's just tried and true. I wanna get ready for Q&A, so let's get the mics going. If you have a question, start putting up your hands. Let's definitely go with that little girl who went first. Hold on. What's your name, little girl?
My name is Tegan Helen. I love you so much and you're awesome.
Thank you.
And I got some gifts for you.
Well, I'd like them. Do you want to come up here and give them to me? How are you? Thank you. Can I have a hug? Yeah. All right. Thank you. You've written 3 books? Jesus fucking Christ. That's amazing. Great job.
My business right now, or the thing that I'm doing in Instagram, is trying to become like a destroyer of photography in a sort of way. I think good pictures. But I want to send a message to other artists about thinking that art is not what it used to be. Like, you cannot make money or a living out of it. You should actually try to be more of a personality around it. So my question is, how would you market this idea?
So you want to be somebody that tells other artists that it's not about selling the art, it's that you need to build a personal brand and be the personality behind the art, and then that's the monetization, because then people will buy your art, or because then you can do something else?
Exactly, the second part.
Okay, so that's what...
Actually, like, pursuing art for the sake of being art, and monetizing if you want it, by doing something.
Yeah, I mean, first I would not tell them how to monetize. So the biggest artists in the world are self-promoters and marketers of their brand, and then they sell the art. So the first one to me is a far more interesting conversation, because artists are artists for a reason. There's a reason all those people want to take those photos or paint those pictures. It's because it's what they're good at, or they like, or it's what they love. So forcing them into, like, forget that, the art is the gateway for you to be a personal brand and monetize that, I think is just a bad strategy, right? You just have entrepreneurial DNA in you that happen to match along with the art, and that's actually a rarity, right? Most people don't carry both. This is what I'm, to be very frank, concerned of. The thought that the model is, let's take them out from what they want to do or what they want to be doing, and I'm going to teach them how to build a personal brand. The first question becomes, why are you the right person to do that? Like, have you done that?
Yeah, I'm doing it like day to day since January that I came across your content.
Doing what?
Doing what? What do you mean? Like, how
have you made money not being the artist, but you're making money using art as the gateway?
Yeah, the second part that you said.
How? How are you making money?
Well, I started by taking the pictures and selling them.
Okay.
And so what I have done is taking your advice of narrating my reality day to day.
Your vlog, right?
Right now, I'm not like making a living out of doing this. I'm just building like the blocks to get there because of maybe this bad strategy.
Right. So first, no, it's okay. It's a good strategy. Here's the problem. Too many people want to go into teaching people how to make money a different way before they've actually ever made money without making money teaching people how to make money. I mean, for me, what gave me the audacity to talk about business was in my 20s, for 12 years without saying a fucking word to anybody, I built a $60 million retail business. That made me feel like, oh, let me tell you what I did or what I thought about. So I think the big thing that concerns me is, I think vlogging and building awareness and documenting, that's good. Because that's gonna bring you attention. My friends, attention is the currency of our society. The number one arbitrage in our world, it's called fame, right? Get real famous and the weirdest shit happens. People give you everything for free. Makes no sense. It's bad. You know, like, it's the number one arbitrage. So getting people to care about you for you and your journeys is important. What you do with that power and how you make money is even more important. That's the thing to think about. So I would say, before you tell people how to make money about it. You need to do that for yourself first, figure out what that was, and then do it.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
When you get an opportunity, when your head's telling you that, I've got a massive opportunity in front of me in the business I'm currently in, but your heart's pulling you in a different path.
Can you do both? Because I push a lot of people to both. When I hear that, I'm like, fuck, man, just do me a huge favor and audit every other hour, right? Like, that's a tough one, right? When the head and heart are aligned, magic. When the head and heart are pulling in opposite directions, back to why I was scared with artists, right? They're not gonna be aligned. That sucks, comma, I need to know everything you do every hour you're awake, because if I can audit it carefully, I think you might be doing enough dumb shit that doesn't matter that will let you do both. Like, it's a very interesting thing, right? Like how many hours, by the way, I sleep 6 to 7 hours a night. And I think it's always funny that people think it's I only sleep 3 hours. Like, sleep is a non-debate, like you need it. So but I'm asking you this carefully. How many hours a night do you tend to sleep? Tell the truth, do not lie.
No, 8.
Good, sleep 7. Like, you do one less hour, right? You just told me very passionately that your head and your heart are pulling in opposite directions. That's worth 7 versus 8. Comma, how much telly do you watch? How many beers do you drink? How many YouTube videos do you watch? How many fucking conferences do you come to? Here's what I know. I believe that you have enough time to do both, especially if any of them has anything to do with the internet. Guys, every one of our grandparents didn't have this. If they had a job and they wanted to build another business, that means they needed to be there. They didn't have the fucking internet. We're so lucky. Let's take advantage of it. We're the first generation, no matter what our age is, that's living through this internet thing that's bonkers shit crazy good. That's worth chipping away. You should sit down right now, not listen to a word I'm saying, and write down every fucking thing you do 7 days a week. You've got family, you've got things, people have things, but you have enough time for both. If you want it.